The realization of personal privacy rights often depends on the technical and administrative efficiency of an organization's internal response systems. We are focusing on the professional process of handling data subject requests, which serve as a core pillar of individual empowerment under modern global privacy frameworks. Typically, these requests represent the moment when an abstract legal right becomes a concrete operational task for the security and compliance teams. In practice, a data subject request allows individuals to access, correct, or even delete the specific personal information that an organization holds about them in its various databases and archives. What this means is that we are moving toward a state of total accountability where the individual retains ultimate authority over their own digital history. Before we continue, a quick note. This audio course is a companion to our course companion books. The first book is about the exam and provides detailed information on how to pass it best. The second book is a Kindle-only ebook that contains 1,000 flashcards that can be used on your mobile device or Kindle. Check them both out at cyber.author.me in the Bare Metal Study Guide series. A data subject request functions as a formal legal inquiry that requires an organization to be transparent about its information practices regarding a specific person. This process gives individuals the power to ensure their records are accurate and to request the removal of data that is no longer necessary for a business purpose. You'll often see that while the request may start with a simple email, it triggers a complex chain of events that touches multiple departments, from legal to engineering. Typically, the goal of the request is to provide the individual with a clear and understandable receipt of their digital existence within your company. In practice, fulfilling these requests with professional poise is a key way to demonstrate your organization's commitment to the highest standards of data ethics and transparency. A highly effective way to measure your organization's readiness is the professional practice of timing exactly how long it takes your team to find and aggregate all the data related to a single user. In a modern enterprise, information is often scattered across dozens of different cloud services, on-premise databases, and legacy backup systems. In practice, if it takes several weeks just to locate the records, the organization is at a high risk of failing its legal obligations under time-sensitive privacy regulations. Typically, a seasoned practitioner uses these fire drills to identify technical bottlenecks and to improve the efficiency of their data discovery tools. What this means is that your ability to fulfill a request is directly limited by the quality of your internal data mapping and your organizational search capabilities. A major and frequently occurring pitfall in the handling of privacy requests is the failure to properly verify the identity of the person making the request before sharing any sensitive personal data. If an organization accidentally releases a user's records to a malicious actor who is posing as that individual, it has committed a significant and legally damaging data breach. In practice, the verification process must be rigorous enough to prevent fraud, but not so onerous that it prevents legitimate users from exercising their rights. Typically, this involves using existing account credentials or a multi-factor authentication (MFA) challenge to confirm the requester's identity with high confidence. This realization highlights why a clear and defensible identity verification procedure is a non-negotiable requirement for any professional and secure data subject request workflow. You can achieve a significant and immediate quick win for your compliance posture by creating a dedicated, easy-to-find email address or a standardized web form for all privacy-related user requests. This centralized intake channel ensures that requests do not get lost in a generic customer support queue or an employee's personal inbox where they might be ignored or forgotten. In practice, a web form allows the organization to collect the necessary identifiers and the specific scope of the request in a structured format from the very beginning. Typically, this administrative clarity reduces the amount of back-and-forth communication needed to clarify the user's wishes and speeds up the entire fulfillment process. What this means is that you are using a simple administrative tool to bring order and predictability to a complex and high-stakes legal requirement. It is worth taking a moment to visualize a streamlined and professional workflow where user privacy requests are processed quickly and accurately without disrupting your team's regular day-to-day business operations. In such an environment, the retrieval of data is automated, The verification of identity is seamless, and the final delivery of the information is performed through a secure and audited portal. Typically, this level of maturity allows the organization to handle a high volume of requests with total professional poise, even during peak periods or after a major public event. In practice, a well-engineered request system is a sign of a company that has fully integrated privacy into its core technical and administrative architecture. This visualization helps us see that fulfilling data rights is not a burden to be endured, but a standard business function to be perfected. In the specialized field of digital rights, we often use the specific term right to be forgotten to describe an individual's legal request to have their personal data permanently erased from an organization's systems. This right allows a person to reset their digital relationship with a company, provided there is no compelling legal or business reason for the information to be retained. Typically, this includes situations where the data is no longer necessary for its original purpose or where the user has withdrawn their consent for processing. In practice, fulfilling a deletion request requires a thorough purge of the data across all active systems, as well as the eventual overwriting of information in backup archives. What this means is that the right to be forgotten is a powerful tool for individual autonomy that requires a high degree of technical precision to execute correctly. Reviewing your organization's standard response templates on a regular basis ensures that you always provide the required legal information in a clear, consistent, and professional manner. These templates should explain exactly what data was found, how it is being used, and who it has been shared with, using language that is accessible to a non-technical audience. In practice, a well-drafted response also includes information about the user's right to lodge a complaint with a regulator if they are unsatisfied with the organization's actions. Typically, using standardized templates reduces the risk of human error and ensures that the organization meets the specific transparency requirements of various global laws. This commitment to consistent communication is what ensures that your responses are always legally sound and fully aligned with your organization's brand voice. One can easily imagine the profound and devastating financial penalties for missing the strict 30-day deadline that is typically required by influential laws like the European Union General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR. For many global organizations, a failure to respond within this window is treated as a serious violation that can trigger a formal investigation and a public enforcement action. Typically, while some laws allow for a brief extension for complex requests, the initial acknowledgement and the request for that extension must still occur within the original timeframe. In practice, the cost of a missed deadline is not just the potential fine, but the loss of trust from the very people who power your business. This scenario serves as a powerful reminder that speed and administrative discipline are foundational requirements for any professional and legally defensible privacy program. Every professional strategy for managing user rights should be anchored in the fundamental requirement to be helpful, transparent, and responsive to individuals who are exercising their legal privacy rights. This means moving beyond a defensive posture and treating each request as an opportunity to demonstrate your organization's commitment to its users' digital well-being. In practice, this helpfulness includes providing the data in a portable and easy-to-read format, so the user can actually use the information they have received. Typically, an organization that is proactive and respectful in its handling of requests finds it much easier to build long-term loyalty and to avoid unnecessary conflict with regulators. What this means is that your fulfillment process is a direct reflection of your organization's core ethical values and its professional standing in the global community. We have now looked at the different types of user requests, such as access, correction, and deletion, and discussed the critical technical and administrative steps needed to fulfill them securely. By building a robust and repeatable framework for managing these interactions, the organization is taking a significant step toward achieving a more mature and defensible information governance posture. Typically, the most effective programs are those that view data subject requests as a routine part of business operations rather than a rare and exceptional crisis. In practice, this integrated approach ensures that the organization remains a trusted and reliable participant in the digital economy, protected by the full weight of its own professional standards. This commitment to user rights is what transforms a simple "Contact Us" link into a high-performing and business-aligned privacy management engine. A highly effective technique for professional request management is the use of an automated tracking system to ensure that no single request is ever forgotten and that all regulatory deadlines are met consistently. This system acts as a central dashboard for the privacy team, providing real-time alerts when a request is nearing its due date and tracking the status of each retrieval task. In practice, an automated system also provides the necessary audit trail to show regulators exactly how the organization has handled its requests over time. Typically, these tools can also automate the identity verification process and the secure delivery of the final data package to the user. What this means is that you are using technical engineering to provide a high-level guarantee of your organization's ongoing commitment to individual privacy rights and legal compliance. Fulfilling these requests accurately and with professional discipline demonstrates your organization's deep commitment to privacy and keeps you in good standing with global regulators and the public alike. When the process is transparent and the results are reliable, the organization can focus on its core mission while maintaining a high level of legal and operational resilience. Typically, a mature program uses these standardized workflows to ensure that every individual, regardless of their location, receives the same high level of professional service and respect. In practice, the energy you spend on perfecting your request and verification protocols today is a direct investment in the long-term legal and financial health of the entire enterprise. This focus on the individual is what ensures that your governance program remains a verified, trusted, and highly effective reality in the modern world. This lesson on the essentials of fulfilling data subject requests accurately, timely, and securely is now complete, and you have gained a solid understanding of how to manage individual privacy rights. We have discussed the definition of a data subject request, the role of identity verification, the importance of the 30-day deadline, and the value of automated tracking and clear communication templates. A warm and very practical next step for your own professional growth is to take a moment today and draft a simple, step-by-step identity verification procedure for your study notes. As you do so, consider the least intrusive methods you could use to confirm a user's identity without asking for more sensitive information than is absolutely necessary for the task. Moving forward with this observant and disciplined mindset will help you ensure that your organization's digital truth is always safe and fully defensible.
Thanks for listening. For more audio courses, daily newsletters, and more, please visit DailyCyber.News.